Brand new CNN ORC poll numbers looking at the president. In a midterm election year especially, you watch and see how the president standing with the American people is doing. When it comes to these airstrikes against ISIS, look at this. 73% favor the airstrike campaign now underway, 24% approve. Let's just stop and start there for a second, Molly, in the sense that so often just about everything that happens becomes polarized, Democrats and Republicans. Here, the president, as long as there are no ground troops involved, is on very safe footing.
That's right. I mean, there is broad support, and I think we saw this before he acted as well. It was that there was very large but qualified support for military action, right? People do support this specific action. They do not support any kind of broadening of the conflict, and they're worried that that's what this is going to lead to. You see in this same poll that a lot of people believe that this is going to lead to a wider war. They do believe that this is a war. They don't see it as a limited conflict, and they're very leery of that.
And so as we watch this play out, one of the interesting things is you try to scrub the poll to see where is the president moving. When it comes to how is he handling ISIS, remember the president himself just a couple weeks back said we don't have a strategy yet, and his numbers went in the tank. If you see now, the approval-disapproval numbers are getting better. Still disapprove, 45% approve, 49% disapprove, but those numbers are getting better, Jackie. His numbers on handling terrorism are getting better. His numbers on foreign policy are a little better. But if you look at his overall approval rating, which is very important in a midterm election year, how's the president handling his job? 44% approve of the president's job performance. It's up just a tiny bit, statistically unchanged from earlier in the month. Why won't that budge?
People might think it's too little too late. There are so many other things going on in addition to what's going on with ISIS. They didn't approve how he handled things in the Ukraine. And I think that is all playing into this at this point. This president hasn't been very popular, and this rally around the commander-in-chief, we're just not seeing it this time.
Not seeing it. Well, you do see evidence that Republicans support this action, still aren't huge fans of the president. Independents support this action, still skeptical of the president. Is there an out there on the campaign trail impact of this?
Well, you know, I think that what we've seen in a lot of polls for the past year is that the president has sort of lost the confidence, lost the trust of people. And so even when he does what they want, like Jackie said, maybe people see it as too little too late. When you have the president out there saying that he underestimated this threat, that doesn't add to confidence, I don't think. There is a lot of talk about this out on the campaign trail. There are a lot of Republican Senate candidates that are sort of bludgeoning their Democratic opponents, saying, you know, there's terrorism out there. And a lot of Republicans believe when people are scared, they vote Republican.
Well, and yeah, you just saw most recently, I think, with Tillerson Hagen. He has an ad hitting her on this. So, yeah, I think that we'll see it that way reflected. Because, I mean, when you look at this poll, people are still afraid of a terrorist attack. They think one is coming. So I think in that way, we'll see it go
That
there.
anxiety is something to keep an eye on, obviously, for the good of the country. But as we are in this election climate, 5 weeks from tomorrow is the midterm election.